Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delayed start here. Just trying to get the live stream going and the recordings going and all that, but I think we're ready to go. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Peter Singley, and on behalf of Mr. Brianna and myself, I'd like to welcome you to our spring concert. We're so glad you could join us tonight. Tonight's performance is a celebration of the progress these students have made, the challenges they've met, and the joy of making music together. We're incredibly proud of their hard work and can't wait to share it with you. This evening we're going to do something a little bit different than we've done in the past. Our band program has had the great fortune of having the lesson program return. This is the second year of that. So we've been able to continuously run lessons from grades 4 through 8. And the 7th graders and the 8th graders have obviously, they've begun to kind of peel away from each other. And each group has their own strengths, and I wanted to showcase each of those strengths in the progress of each group. So to start this evening off, you're going to hear the 7th grade band. Then we're going to kind of do a very quick turnaround. They're pretty rehearsed at it. We'll get the 8th graders out. We'll play combined for a few pieces. And then we'll have the 7th graders exit, and we'll play one final piece with the 8th grade. So we'll be opening up with Hall of Champions. Thank you. This group really has worked extremely hard this year, and it really is an honor to be able to bring them out here and have them perform as the 7th grade band. Now we're going to bring out the 8th graders. All right, go find your name cards. Ready, Marcus, set go. I gave them 60 seconds to make this transition. Who's counting? The band room back there is kind of like a clown car. They just keep walking out and walking out and walking out. It's a great problem to have. last of our students are settling in, we're going to be opening our concert with a march, John Philip Sousa march called Fairest of the Fair. And this is a different kind of march. Is one of Sousa's more melodic and elegant marches, originally written for the Boston Food Fair back in 1908. And it was written for a young lady that caught Sousa's eye when he had previously been to the fair. And when given the opportunity to write a piece for the Boston Food Fair, he used her as an inspiration to write this march called Fairest of the Fair. We're going to kind of switch gears here with a piece by a composer, Randall Standridge, which I've just sort of discovered in the last couple of years. Writes some fantastic music for our age group. And this next piece is called Dark Ride. Take a moonlit chase through a darkened forest in this haunting piece written in a Gallup-esque character that adds to the thrill. It's dark, dramatic, and exciting, packed with intense rhythms, eerie moments that keep you guessing what's around the corner. Now, from a personal note on this one, we have 1,436 drummers, if you haven't noticed in the back there. We have a lot of percussionists. And so for this half of the year, what I did is I tried to choose songs that have mouth parts, bells, xylophone, and in some cases, synthesizer or keyboards. Here we go. And so it's been really awesome. They've really enjoyed learning these parts, so it's been a nice addition to their repertoire of what they've been able to play. And it's going to add some really different sounds, probably than you've heard from some of the music that we've played before. So this is Dark Ride by Randall Standridge. So the last couple of springs I've sent out sort of like a March Madness type bracket with songs for the students to choose from. And this year, the song that they chose to play is Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Okay, and our last little quick transition for the band. The 7th graders are going to head up there, and 8th graders are going to take their seats. Go ahead, 7th graders, yeah. All right, my 7th graders are heading out. They're going to exemplify great etiquette by sitting quietly and attentively through this next selection. I am sure of it. All right. It's always bittersweet as we come to the end of the year, and I've worked with worked with a group of 8th graders here for 2 years, and they've work really hard. I've given them some lofty goals, and they work really hard week in and week out to achieve those goals. Not only for me, but for themselves. It's so fun to watch them, get that look of like, oh, I got it. That moment just never gets old, and it's been such a pleasure to see that day in and day out with this group here. So we're gonna conclude our program tonight with a piece called "Stay" by Randall Sandridge. Another great piece. I listened to this piece when I was choosing music. I said, wow, this is really different. It's something that they've never played before, real lyrical style. And then I got into the program notes on it, and Randall Sandridge went on to say that it is inspired. He was walking out one day walking, and saw somebody with a t-shirt, and on the back it said, hey you, the one reading this, the world is better with you in it. And that message stayed with him and became the heart of this music. And what's really neat is that Sandridge kind of documented his journey writing this song on YouTube. And I had sent it out to the group and said, check this out and see how the song started and where it ended. And just watching the iteration of it is quite cool as well. But this is a really awesome piece, and they've done such a great job with it. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Called "Stay." Thank you so much. They've worked really hard on that piece. But just one more round of applause. They did such a great job. We're going to take another just 2 minutes here. We're going to have the 8th graders exit. We're going to do a quick little transition to get the jazz band ready to go. And we'll be back and just give us like 90 seconds. I think we can get out of here and do this. All right, I think we get pretty close to that. They did a good job of getting set up very quickly. This is the Grafton Middle School Jazz Band. It's an after-school club. We meet on Tuesday afternoons for about an hour, and we play through some jazz stuff. Mainly some big band genre music. The first piece we're going to play for you is called American Patrol, a classic march reimagined as a swing tune. It's been a staple of big band music since Glenn Miller's version back in the 1940s. It's got great energy, tight ensemble playing, and perfect for kicking things off. Our second selection is On the Sunny Side of the Street. It's a jazz standard from the 30s that has been covered by just about everyone from Louis Armstrong to Ella Fitzgerald. It's a feel-good piece that gives our soloists a moment to shine. And a special round of applause for Chase on the trumpet solo. All right, our final selection is called Pennsylvania 65000. It's a pure swing era. It gets its name from the phone number of the Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City. Does anybody remember when phone numbers started with letters or words? Oh, I heard some yeses out there. All right, so that's what this is coming from. It's an upbeat, catchy, and full of those big band classic punchy themes. I hope you enjoy Pennsylvania 65000. performers up on the stage, and hopefully that'll take just a minute or two. Thank you once again.
Is this coming through? Ah, here we go. Very nice. All right, I'll fix get the height on this one. I'll lower these a little bit. All right, welcome, folks. My name is James Spring. I'm the course director here at Grafton Middle School. So excited to have you all here this evening. Such a pleasure to work with your kids. Before we get started here, I just need one more round of applause for all the band performances you just heard. Yes, I gotta say, working with Mr. Singh is a great pleasure of mine, and it's clear in the work that he does and the work the band does that they're doing some very good things here at Grafton Middle School. Just like Select Chorus. So Select Chorus is a group that meets once a week after school on Wednesdays. We get together. And this first song is pretty interesting. So I heard it, and I first heard a student humming it in the hall, and then I heard a couple kids singing it before Select Chorus practice one time, and I said, that is a good song, we should do that. So this is 1,000 Years, is the song, and this is featuring a solo from Rock Shop. on the solo. Pretty nice. Fantastic stuff. All right, got a few more for you. This one is just a really beautiful piece. I actually heard this for the first time last year and was kind of sitting on it and waiting for the right moment, and I think this is it. This is really cool, just sort of ballad kind of thing. It's called Lunar Lullaby. Yes, thank you so much. On piano for those past couple songs, that was Tanvi Miller. All right, awesome. So Lex has just a couple more for you here. This is another popular one. Some of you may have seen this in The Greatest Showman. This is a really fun piece that you may know. We have two soloists on this one. We have Nia and Art on this one. Yes, thank you so much. One more time for our soloists, Nia and Arno on the Okay, let's have some fun. So, yes, so as you can hear, I brought in two awesome people here to help us out with this next song. On bass we have Jade Roddick, and then on percussion we have someone that comes to Grafton Middle School with us every day in Tyler Shaven on drums. All right, this last song is called Yonder Come Day. This is a spiritual, and it might get you moving in your seat a little bit. So we'll have some fun, and then right after that, we'll go to concert choir. Thank you so much for being an awesome audience.
Sun is rising in my soul.
Yes, thank you so much. Just one more time for GMS Select Chorus. All right, awesome. At this time, just give us a couple minutes. We're gonna do a little bit of rearranging. We're gonna get all of these folks up here, our concert chorus, and that'll be it. So give us a little bit. Thank you so much. All right, here we are. Very cool. So we've got the concert choir up here. So we see each other every other day. We see 7th grade one day, we see 8th grade another. It's not very often we get to have both grades on stage at the same time. Well, it's not very often they get to sing together like this. So this is very cool for us to have all about 70 of us up here. So very cool to have those numbers. So the first song I got for you is one of my all-time favorite songs, Lovely Day by Bill Withers. This song has recently gotten the recognition it so deserves. I believe I first heard it in a Google ad in 2013. And streaming nowadays, it just helps music that was like, should have been appreciated, now it is. Because I think this is Bill Withers' like 5th biggest song, and then after that ad, it's now his 2nd most popular song. I mean, Lean On Me is obviously one, right? But we got that one for you, and this is really just an awesome arrangement. We're gonna have Tyler and Jaden stay up there and help us out. I'm actually gonna hop on keys over there, so you guys gotta know your stuff a little bit. And we also have another soloist on this one, Felicity Prime will be soloing on this one. Oh, what a fun song. Really cool. Especially this time of year, we've got the summer and stuff, you know? So I hope the rest of the days, the rest of the school year are going to be lovely to be in. And, all right, cool. Got a few more here. This one is a fantastic piece. I have a quick story about this one. So I went to a conference back in the spring. I went to a conference in March. They call it the MNEA conference. If you know, you know. It's for all the music educators in the state. And we get together and we attend these seminars. And I looked at one of the classes and my jaw dropped. And I said, no way. And I actually got to meet the person, talk with him. I met the composer of this next piece, Andy Beck. He wishes us all the best in this. So very cool. This is called A Moon by Andy Beck. This is a fantastic, beautiful piece. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, that was The Moon by Andy Beck. I always find the harmonies in that to be so cool. I didn't intend, like, Lunar Lullaby, The Moon. It wasn't supposed to be lunar theme. This is kind of the way things happen. Pretty funny. So, we got two more songs for you. Tommy's going to stay over there on piano for this next one. This one is a bit of a tongue twister. This one's called Galop, and this is all entirely based on solfege. So if you know, if you know, you know, the solfege symbols we've got, you know, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. If you know the song Do a Deer, you know all those. So this song is entirely based on solfege. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Your head might spin a little bit just trying to watch this, but this is a very fun piece, very upbeat, and we're excited to present Galop to you.
So
All right. Let's give these kids a second to breathe. Oh my goodness. Takes a lot out of you. All right, folks. We would love to stay and perform for you all night. This is going to be the last one of this evening. Again, before we head out, let's have a round of applause for all the ensembles you saw tonight. Yes, thank you so much to everyone that helps make this happen. Thank you to Mr. Singley, thank you to Dr. Cummings, Ms. Bartelio, Mr. Starr, and all of you for coming out this evening. Very cool. We've got a pretty nice finale for you. One thing I found last year, some of your kids wanted solos. So we've got quite a few of them with this piece. I believe we have 5 different solos for this. So in order, we've got Kansas, we've got Joel, we've got Risha, we've got Shreya, and Braylon and Miguel. Yes. All right. So once again, thank you so much for coming out tonight. After this song, just drive home safe and have a great summer. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you didn't know, that last piece was highlights from the musical Hamilton. Some of you may need to go see that. I'm not going to be able to get those out of your head. On behalf of myself, Mr. Singley, all of your kiddos up here, thank you so much for coming out. Hope you have a great rest of the school year. Have a great summer, and we'll see some of you next year. Thank you so much.
All right, well, before everybody walks out, let me just get the band up here because they still have all their instruments. They need to get backstage real quick. So band, go ahead and rise up. I'll get the lights on, but please let them work their way back to the band room real quick. Thank you. Have a great summer.
Right? No, she's not. Just like that.
If Alex McManus's parents are still in the audience here, yeah, could you just come over here? Nothing big, but could you just come over and see me real quick? He's not in trouble or anything.